Okay, so let's talk about it. Why should you switch your dishwasher pods to Attitude, and will it still clean your dishes? Okay, these are the questions that I had before I bought these. Okay, I wanted to switch to something that was better for me. When you think about it, these dishwasher pods are going to be touching your plates, your forks, everything that we are putting in our mouth. And once I had kids and I started going on my little non-toxic journey, I knew a lot of things had to change. I was very nervous about making the change to dishwasher pods, specifically because I'm not really like a dish rinser. I don't rinse my dishes before I put them into the dishwasher. I'm kind of sloppy like that. I make a mess. I leave a lot of food residue. And the last thing I want to do is be done with my dishwasher cycle and have to clean my dishes again. So I was really nervous making the switch. I've always used, your standard products, your Finish, your Cascade, and yeah, listen, those obviously do a great job cleaning our dishes, but at what cost? So I was like, I'm gonna give this a whirl. I'm gonna switch over, I'm gonna go through the whole box, and I'm gonna see how I feel. This is now my second or third box that I bought, so things are going pretty well. I wanna tell you some of the reasons that I like this and why I made the switch to this, and then also show you how well these genuinely clean my dishes, okay? So this is what it looks like. Okay, it does come inside a plastic pouch. Now, when I first saw that, I was like, doesn't that defeat the whole purpose of trying to use less plastic and things like that? But these plastic pouches are completely water soluble. They disintegrate, and they do have a role. I guess essentially from how I've understood it, the plastic pouch around the detergent allows the detergent to come out at the rate or at the time that it's supposed to come out so that you actually get the clean dish at the end of the cycle. So the fact that these are water soluble and 100% recyclable materials definitely made me feel better, because at first I was like, wait, I'm putting the plastic pouch into my dishwasher still? The other reason I read from the brand, which made a lot of sense, was that they wanted to minimize the actual contact of our fingers touching the actual cleaning solution, right? A fun little thing about the box here, okay, is that I peeled this off already. It had like a perforated edge. I didn't do a great job with it, so don't judge me. I'm a little bit of a sloppy gal, like I said about my dirty dishes, but so that way you can put these under your sink and just grab them really easily, okay? I feel like whenever I am reaching for a pod, my fingers are always like grimy and wet and sticky, and so it's just to not have to fiddle with a box and just be able to grab one is great. Now, if you're familiar with EWG, these score great on EWG for a few reasons. They don't have any fragrance, and I want to make sure I say it all. Hold on. So it's free from added fragrance. It's free from any added dyes. Chlorine, phosphates, and PVOH, okay? Totally free of all that, where I'm assuming the big competitors are not free of those things. I'm pretty sure they're like blue and red. So dyes at a minimum, right? And like I said, I am gonna prove to you that these work, because I'm gonna show you my disgusting dishwasher, and then I'm gonna run a cycle with this and show you what it looks like after, just to prove to you that this is really worth the switch. It really is. I have seen no difference in the quality of my dishes cleanliness since making this switch, but I feel so much better knowing that the forks and the knives that my kids are putting into their mouth regularly are not being coated in dyes and chemicals and fragrances, okay? So if you're thinking about making the switch, give this one a try, and let me go ahead and show you my dishwasher. Okay, so my dishwasher is loaded and ready to go. I just kind of want to show you the soil level on some of my plates. That's some balsamic. We've got some old dried up honey mustard. All these bowls are caked with like boxed mac and cheese residue. All right, so pretty filthy. Let's see if the Attitude pods can clean as well as we want them to. All right, I'm popping in my Attitude pod. Oh, happy baby. And let's see what happens. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at some of those plates. Okay, those mac and cheese bowls, like I showed you before, are spotless. That honey mustard coated plate is clean. Everything is looking pretty pristine in here, if you ask me. So just goes to show you can switch the brand and still get the results.